folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hop and French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome.
Pass.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from the Superdome. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Here's Carr to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Shotgun now for Carr. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Now Carr again. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Juwan Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a game of 17-9. First down, Kansas City. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The end of the first quarter with the score Saints 7. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's a second and 5. Throwing now is Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Carr going to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now Carr. He finds his man Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Here's Carr. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And a catch made by Hopkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Here's 3rd and 6. Handoff now for Pacheco. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Mahomes now to throw. Trucks over him. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To throw, it's Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Grupe to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Richardson off the play fake. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out to Kamara. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and 3. And now Carr changing the formation. 2nd and 3. Back to Kamara for another catch. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the Colts 30-yard line.
To throw his Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
That is caught. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Well, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things up. They go play action with Richardson. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now it's Richardson. Going for it all. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, 29 yards. And the Colts have cut the lead back down to 2. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Richardson will throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 8-8 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Off play action, Richardson. He's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Speed comes off the edge there, Charles, from the end, and he blindsides him.
And the guy who's supposed to protect the quarterback, maybe the highest paid guy on the offensive line, the left tackle, hard to deal with there. Defensive end had too much speed and got to him.
And that flag accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Richardson looking to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation, run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Carr to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 38 now, here's a second down and 4. Now Carr. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Rolling to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Richardson going to shift things up. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Richardson. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Richardson to throw off play action. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Play action. Now Richardson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Josh Downs from 13 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Carr going to throw. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From midfield, here's Carr. This one taken in by Olave. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw, it's Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. Again, it's Carr. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 34 yards. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Carr will look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Richardson going on fourth down. He'll let one go deep for downs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
They go play action with Richardson. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods. 29 yards. And the Colts have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to sneak, and he is not going to get to the goal line. The defense keeps him out of the end zone, and as a result, that's going to keep this game tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
To throw his car. Olave holds it in. And shedding him off in open field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Just more of the same here. It's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another first down.
Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. Fights forward at the 20, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Back to Kamara for another catch. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Carr now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
This is caught. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out, and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Derek Carr. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Motion man right, that's Pierce. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. Now Richardson back to throw it. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.